Hey guys, welcome back to Puffet Lauda and welcome back to Charade Maniacs. We are here with the group and we're still stuck trying to figure out who the producer is, other than me, of course. But let's just get right into it. Honestly, like, we had to make a decision whether or not to push the 12-year-old out of the window or not. The MC decided not to, and got 15 points docked off. It's just a horrific time, and yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen.
確かにこんなに危険だと分かっているのに親しい人を陥れたりはしませんね普通は。
That's true.
そう心の底ではどうだか知らないが僕には瀬名君がバンジョー君を幼馴染として信頼しているように見えるし、バンジョー君は瀬名君に幼馴染以上の親しみを抱いているように見える。そんな人間を異世界配信には招かないだろう。
そのあたりに異論はない。
そして今回瀬名君が自ら罰ゲームを受けたことでより彼女は潔白に近づいた。
See, I don't know if I agree with that though. I feel like the MC still is a possibility. Like, I think that it would be really, really cool if the developers decided we're gonna make the MC the producer, but like, if I was the producer, again, not that I am, of course, but I'm sorry, but if I was the producer, I would purposely punish myself so that other people would be like, oh, they're clearly not the producer. Like, why would the producer punish themselves? That's the exact point. Like, the point is to develop the trust. People are like, oh, poor Puff, like, she's being punished for whatever. Yeah, that's what I want you to think.
潔白。
バンジョ君の言う通り彼女は今かなり危険な状態だ。もし彼女がプロデューサーだったとして自らそんな状況に自分を追い込むだろうか。
I wonder if Chigasaki is having the same thought
フェイ
as
クっ
me.
てこともあるんじゃないの？
Oh.
もちろんある。だから確定ではないんだよ。でもこれまでの行動からその可能性はかなり低いだろうね。最初のドラマの時の対応にしても日常の一つ一つの行動にしても疑う要素が少なすぎるんだ。これら全部が演技だとしたらもう僕には永遠に見破れそうにないね。彼女は歴史に名を刻む大女優になれる。
I'm not really acting.
会ったばっかだけど瀬名はいいやつだと思いますよ。
I read that as I don't think she's nice. I was like, okay.
お姉ちゃんは演技なんてしてないよ。ドラマの時だっていつだって本気に見えた。
いやいや僕だってそう思ってるさ。例えばの話だよ。だからきっと違うだろうってね。
It felt strange, but what Iochi was getting at was that I probably wasn't the producer. That's what they meant. It was something that I took for granted, but maybe it was major after all, if it could be used as proof. We've been living together all this time, but we still have no idea who the producer may be.
そんなことは俺は最初から分かってます。俺と日和は白だ。だから何ですか？
君はまだそうと決まってないと思うんだけどね。
Ooh. It's so weird that, like, Iochi just has, like, the opposite thought process of me. I'm over here saying, like, I think that Banjo is completely innocent. I think that he has nothing to do with it. But Iochi's like,
ともかく
no.
全員が結託することができなくても彼女と結託することに損はないんだ。それはわかるかな。
なるほど。この中で白だと証明されたのは瀬名だけ。彼女を死なせるのはマイナスでしかないと。
I'm trying to stop interrupting every 5 seconds. I just have the producer thoughts, okay? I am the producer. At this
信頼できる
point.
ただ一人の仲間を失うわけだからね。白の人間ならば彼女に協力するべきだ。違うかい？
それはもちろん。僕は最初から瀬名さんに協力しようと思っていました。
俺もです。でも本当なら全員で協力し合いたい。プロデューサーもこちら側に引き込んで。
くどい。その甘さが今回の状況を招いたんだと気づけよ。もしセナをサポートしていくにしても、この9人の中には裏切り者がいるんだ。俺はそいつとは絶対に手を組まない。
僕もゲームの駆け引きは好きだけど、一方的に騙されるのは嫌いだな。
こいつに協力するのは俺だけで十分です。
God,
他の奴らは信用できない。
everybody doesn't trust each other at all.
そういうのなら仕方がないね。僕としてはセナ君にできる限りの協力を申し出るつもりだけど。
言っておきますが、俺はあんたが一番信用できません。
Oh, why?
いつもあれこれ指示をして話をまとめて、自分の都合のいい方に話を進めているようにしか見えません。
Huh.
確かに反論できないね。
やれやれ、結局バラバラだな。いずれこうなるかもとは思っていたが。
Yeah, like,
今揉めるの
how
は
do we do?
それこそプロデューサーの思うツボだと思うんだが、もう言っても遅いな。
Everyone showed their hostility, glared at each other, and tried to expose one another. I understood where everyone was coming from. I understood both sides of the argument, but our emotions couldn't keep up. In this situation, who can we believe in? People we work with, that we break bread with, they were at odds because of me. This wasn't what I wanted. We had hoped to work together and collect enough points to go home. But I ruined it. This is awful.
難しいことわかんないけど、でも僕はお姉ちゃんを信じるし助けたい。僕のせいで罰ゲームを受けたんだから。
Haiji held my hand as if reading my mind in my internal strife. Haiji. His warmth brought me back to reality. I'd almost lost sight of myself, but Haiji brought me back. There's no point in regretting it now. If I die, Haiji would feel the saddest. He'll blame himself. I can't die. I won't die. I have to remember that this is something I must adhere to. Otherwise, death would have come suddenly. I remembered the past otherworld streams, a friend that gave up on living. Death was present and its jaws were wide open, waiting for me. Stepping foot in there was something I had to avoid, no matter what. Chapter 5, A World Full of Lies. Da-da-da. Morning arrived. My back hurts. I stretched a bit before getting out of bed. The watcher, who was on a shelf, activated and hovered behind me. I'll wash my face and go to the living room. I'd been thinking of things while in bed all night. Eventually, during all my thinking, morning had arrived and I had a slight headache. I hope I can adapt quickly. But I wasn't confident at all.
あ、セナ、はやっす。
おはよ
おはようございます。
I tried to respond with good morning, but then I stopped in place. My voice is gone. Oh, right. Forgot about that. Good morning. I sent a message to the three. After confirming that, Akase smiled back and Tomosu chewed on the bread he was eating. Chigasaki put his drink to the side and told me what I wanted to know.
他の方は自室にこもっていたり外出していたりで、リビングには3人だけです。
Yesterday ended with an argument as we all left without resolving anything. Of course, it didn't take a turn for the better after sleeping on it, as the living room had an awkward atmosphere.
せっかく作業分担も決めたのに機能しそうにないな。
う。仕方ないでしょう。信用できない相手とは一緒にやりたくない。
そりゃ気持ちはわかるけど、セナとバンジョ以外は白と言える裏付けが何もないわけだし。
セナさんとエバナ君、それに二見さんは元の世界で面識があったようですが、それは裏付けにはなりませんか？
面識といっても顔を合わせたというだけの話です。素性は全く知らないだろ。
Tomase looked towards me, and I nodded with some hesitation.
学生ってだけじゃ何とも言えないよな。理由つけて学校休んでプロデューサーやってましたって可能性はゼロじゃないし。
なるほど、それもそうですね。話は全く変わるんですが、ドラマの話をしてもいいですか？
なんすか？
セナさんがドラマに出演する時の対応についてです。昨べ少し考えてみたんですが。
I was thinking about it too. There are other world streams daily, so it was possible that I would participate soon. I also agreed that I had to take some sort of countermeasure. But all I could think of was to talk to the other cast members before the drama starts. Shigesaki continued with a cheerful tone as if to dispel my worries.
飛び入り参加というルールがあるのはご存知ですか？僕も最近知ったんですけど。
飛び入り参加？
キャストとして選出されなかった人でもドラマに飛び入り参加ができるんです。ドラマの配信中に。
That sounds like a mess.
もちろん台本にない役として参加するので、全てアドリブでこなさなければいけません。だから
そんなことができるんですか？実際の手順は？
僕もやったことがあるわけではないので。ただドラマの配信中に画面をタップするとメニュー表示が出てくるんです。
Huh.
なるほど。その中に飛び入り参加の項目があるかもしれませんね。
それがセナと何の関係があるんですか？
セナさんがもしドラマの中で困った場合、飛び入り参加でサポートすればいいんじゃないかなと思ったんです。人数は多い方がサポートもより容易になるかと。
ああ、そうか。最悪セナのセリフを飛び入り参加したやつが全部言っちゃえばいいのか。
Is that
セナさんのポイントは増えにくくなりますが、
Yeah.
罰ゲームになるよりはマシかと。どうでしょう？
It doesn't make any sense that the director literally took the one thing that she could use to like get points. Well, I guess maybe it's like if she forced like herself to, she really like pushed herself to act out physically what was going on instead of just speaking. But I don't know, it's bizarre. The rules around the unannounced joining were obtained from Futami, but we didn't think we would need it now. I felt a bit dumbfounded using the display. I think I'll be fine, but wouldn't it be tough for the person joining in?
俺がやるからいい。アドリブにも自信があるし。
Oh gosh, Banjo! It was true that Tomase would likely do it well, but Akase spoke up on my behalf as I thought about it.
毎回バンジョーが飛び入り参加してたらさすがに出過ぎってクレームつかないか？手分けしてサポートしようぜ。
Yeah, that's true. If he was there constantly, they'd be like, alright.
結構です。余計ややこしくなる。
Banjo!
お前な、もう少し柔軟に生きた方がいいぞ。セナ以外誰も信用できないって心情なのは嫌ってほど伝わってくるけどさ。
バンジョー君、僕は別に協力したから協力しろとかそういうことを言うつもりではなくて、ただそういうルールがあって、僕もそういう形で彼女を助けられればいいかなと思っただけで。
Oh gosh, a message on the bangle? Unlike regular messages, the words were shown on the entire display. It said it was a maintenance notification.
システムメンテナンス？そんなのがあるのか？
Wait, what? Cast members, please stay in your individual rooms with your curtains drawn today. Maintenance will begin in 1 hour. During maintenance, usage of your bangle and bouncer is strictly forbidden. What's gonna happen?
今日は一日異世界配信がないってことですかね。よかったですね。このタイミングで。
Thank goodness. At least we have all day to come up with solutions. But no, you don't, because you guys are trapped in your own individual rooms for like... They don't even say how long
各キャ
maintenance
ストにおかれ
is.
ましては、今日一日カーテンを閉めた個室で静かにお過ごしください。
Yeah, like why with the curtains drawn? Unless it's all a simulation.
メンテナンス開始は1時間後です。また、メンテナンス中は
バングルやバウンサーの使用を禁じます。
Oh my god.
これは
Text on the screen said 59 minutes remaining. Without a clock, 59 minutes means nothing. As if it knew what I was thinking, the 59 number turned into 58. The screen showed the remaining time.
なんで個室でカーテン閉めろとまで指定する必要があるんだ？それに随分急じゃないか。
Yeah, that's kind of freaky, no? Like, why?
僕らの行動を制限しなければいけない理由が何かあるんでしょうか。
They're telling us to lock down inside our rooms for the day? That's sudden. We looked at each other, confused, before Akase's mood shifted.
でもこれはチャンスだな。
チャンス？
システムメンテナンスでバングルとバウンサーが使えなくなるなら、これは脱出のチャンスだろ。
使えなくなるとはどこにも書いてありませんが。
そうだな。でも使用禁止というなら、何かしらの機能が使えなくなる可能性が高い。試す価値はあるだろう。
Oh god.
試すというのはどうやって？
僕もそう思うけど、万全を期すならメンテナンスに入ってからその話をすべきだったね。
That's actually a really good point. He shouldn't have said that. Because now they're gonna be careful, right? Oh.
いおちさん。
おはよう。寝坊しちゃったみたいだね。4人だけかい？
Yep.
はい。エバナ君と二見さんは外出中で、太宰君と行部君、ハイジ君はまだ見てません。
了解。じゃあ話を戻すけど。
確かにバングルや監視者を通じてこの会話を聞かれてる可能性もありましたね。監視というくらいだし。
そうだね。そのことを考慮すればメンテナンスに入ってから個室で静かに話し合うべきだった。
いや
でも手を打たれたとしてもそれはそれ。向こうがイレギュラーな状況にどう対応してくるのかも気になる。
Yeah, because then they could see, like, oh, are they actually listening?
だからやってみる価値はある。もちろんペナルティを課されることは覚悟しなければいけないけど。
ならどんなことにせよ、俺と日和は参加しない。これ以上ペナルティは受けられない。
He must mean my voice.
今だから言ってるんだよ。明日以降セナの状況がどうなるかはわからない。条件の悪い
Sorry.
例えば殺人事件のドラマに出演させられたら、またセナが演技をためらうかもしれない。そうして2度目の罰ゲームが実行されればもう次はない。そうだろ。もう一つの手段としてプロデューサーを見つけて指名するってのもあるけど、今の段階じゃ誰が裏切り者か判断できないし、セナはいち早くここを脱出するべきだ。そのために協力はするし、危ないことはなるべく俺が引き受ける。だから一度みんなを集めて脱出計画を練ろう。1時間後までに動き出さないと。
みんなって全員ですか？
そりゃ全員。
やめておいた方がいい。全員を集めればプロデューサーに情報が渡り脱出を阻止されてしまうだろう。もちろんこの場にいない5人の誰かがプロデューサーだったらの話だし、この5人の中にいる可能性もあるんだけどね。
でもセナはもちろん、バンジョーもおそらく違うでしょう。それに茅ヶ崎さんもセナに親身になっていろいろ協力してくれている。伊内さんも毎回こうやって対策を練ってくれてるし、俺はこの中にプロデューサーがいるとはどうしても思えません。
That sounds like something the producer would say. Oh gosh. Akase's voice echoed in the living room.
呆れるほどまっすぐだね君は。そういうのは嫌いじゃないけどね。
美点ですね。見習いたいです。
He is honest with himself. He didn't want to lose the trust of others. Akase had wanted to maintain the trust of others since the first time we met.
それじゃ僕も赤瀬くんの判断にかけよう。ただしこれ以上人数が増えるのは良くない。 5人で決行するんだ。
でも
もし無事に脱出することができたら、僕らが情報局に通報しよう。そうしたら残されたメンバーも救出できる。
Wow, so Iochi's just like, we'll just escape and leave everybody else here. And we'll just report it.
他のメンバーを見捨てるわけじゃないよ。助けを呼びに行くと考えよう。
I don't know, it feels like we're abandoning them in a way.
そうですね。
でも具体的にはどうしますか？外部へ通信がつながるか試しますか？それともどこかから逃げる？
監視者の動作がどうなるかにもよるが、バングルを外し指定区域から脱出するのが妥当だろうね。通信機器もあるにはあるけど。
Iochi took out the communication device that Tomase had previously requested. Iochi had collected it while no one was looking.
区域外に出たところで使えるかどうかはわからないし、使わない方が安全とも思える。
Yeah, I was gonna
バ
say,
ウ
I'm
ンサー
like,
に出してもらったものだからね。
I wouldn't use it because anything that they give us, like they as in like whoever's running this show, I just wouldn't trust.
せめてこの異世界がどこなのか大まかにでも分かればいいんですが。
一度出てみるしかないよ。すべてはそれからだ。
じゃあ手分けしましょう。バングルを外すための工具も必要だし、どこから逃げ出すかも検討しないと。
僕がバングルの構造を調べて外せるか試してみるよ。そのためには。
俺は賛成できません。
The conversation had heated up, but Tomase had maintained his position.
まだ言ってるのか。さっきも言ったけど。
信用するしないの話じゃない。今脱出したらこいつの声はどうなる？ずっと失われたままになるんじゃないか。
Oh, that's a really good point too. Would she never be able to speak again? Oh, according to the director, he said that my voice would return when we returned to our world. But we didn't know what would happen if we snuck out of here to escape.
君が不安に思うのもわかる。しかし、そもそも彼らがどのように声が出ないようにしたかは考えたかい？
それは。
僕らの健康状態はバングルで管理されている。それはこの異世界に限らず元の世界でも同じだ。脈拍や体温など軽度の異常があった場合はバングルから即座に対処ができるよね。軽微な電磁波を出す機能があるからだ。ちなみにその昔この機能を拡張し体調のコントロールをしようという試みもあったらしいよ。
聞いたことはあります。体温を自動調節して寝つきを良くしたり、熱中症を予防したり、
あるいはシナプスに直接働きかけ体の状態をコントロールするなんてことも検討されていたらしい。
Oh. So Yoshi thinks
そん
that
なことまで。
it's the bangle that's making her not able to talk?
そうやってこいつの声を奪ったってことですか。
今のは開発中止になった計画の話だし、何よりただの推論だ。
バングルを使ってセナの声を奪ってるんだとしたら、バングルを外せば声は元に戻る。
So, like, what is this? Like, do the people who run this show, are they like the big Bangle Corporation? Is that why they're like...
それは僕が言いたいのは。
Oh. I always thought it was strange how my voice suddenly vanished despite how there was nothing wrong with my throat. But I found myself agreeing with Yochi's read of the situation. In that case, I made up my mind and messaged the group. I'll join you. Tomase was the first to speak out. Of course he was.
こんな危険な賭けに乗る必要があるか。ドラマの時は俺が助けるからそれでいいだろう。
That's a gamble too.
こいつらの言ってることは全部推論だろ。うまくいく保証もないんだぞ。
推論だけど裏付けはあるよ。今すべてを説明している時間がないだけ。他のシステムについては謎だらけだけど。
だとしても万全な体制とは言えないなら乗れない。 じゃないとこいつは。
Banjo, listen. Like, the two choices are this. We either go with them and try to escape, and worst case scenario, we fail and we die. But best case scenario, well, not even best case scenario. Worst case scenario, we die. Another scenario is that I don't have my voice for the rest of my life. And another scenario is I do have my voice and we escape and we can save everybody. Or we stay, worst case scenario, we die. Or the other scenario is just we're able to eke by with your acting skills. Like, that's what we're dealing with. So, stop it. Like, we clearly have to do something. That's my logic, at the least. Tomose held my hand and guided my line of sight to him. It was then that the message I had sent showed up on the display. Akase put a lot of thought into this for my sake. Wow, that's so mean. Every single time. I feel so bad because this is supposed to be his route. Like, I feel like this is not his route. We're just roasting him constantly. Literally, like, first he kisses us. Well, no, first he tried to tell us that he was in love with us. Then he kisses us. Then we avoid him completely. Then we basically, like, brush him off every time he has any type of concern. He tries to apologize. We're like, whatever. And then he spends his fucking points on a bath for us because we were like, oh, it's weird to, like, not have a bath. So he spent his well-earned points on this thing that we do not necessarily need. And now he's like showing his concern and she's just like, well, Akase thought about this for me, so you're shit out of luck. Like, it's just so mean. I feel so bad. Like, I don't agree with him, but I'm not gonna turn around and be like, well, this person thought about me. Like, so, like, it just implies that he's not thinking about her. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Ugh. I made sure that Tomose was looking at me before sending the rest of my message. Tomose, I understand that you're saying this for my sake, but I still think we should try it. At this rate, I think I'll regret so many things. I look back on that day and I still feel like I never would have followed the script. But part of me feels guilty for causing so much trouble. I'm sorry for doing this to everyone. It was difficult to put those thoughts into writing, so I wasn't sure how much of that Tomose understood. But after reading it, Tomose seemed to give up and walk back into his own room. See, like, it's so mean! Like, I don't know if you guys think the same way, but to me, like, she's basically saying, like, read between the lines kind of way. It's very passive-aggressive. Like, her being like, this person thought a lot about me. I understand that you're thinking about me, but I disagree. Like, it's not even I disagree. She's just like, I think that we should give it a shot. And just completely dismissing his thought process, you know? Like, I think if it was me, I would say, like, Tomose, I know that you, like, really care about me. This is the reasons why I think we should go forward with it. Like, I would love to hear what you think. And then we can work on it together and, like, make a decision that way. Like, together. You know? Not just like, well, this person's thinking of me, so your opinion is moot. Like...
ちょっと行ってきますね。
構わないが、話を進めていてもいいかい？時間が迫っているから。
Yo, he left the room! And we're still
すぐ戻り
continuing?
ます。
He was going after Tomose. Yeah, which you should be doing! Oh my god. It shouldn't be Chigasaki going after your best friend. It should be you being like, hold on, I think that came off wrong. Like, come on! I was about to stand up, and Chigasaki stopped me. Oh, well, at least she almost
彼は
tried.
あなたのことが本当に心配なんですね。少しだけ話してきますから待っててください。大丈夫。第三者の方が伝わりやすいこともありますから。
It's true that I didn't know what else I could say to Tomose. We might have ended up fighting again, so it was probably right to leave it to Chigasaki. I sighed a bit and changed my mindset.
じゃ、4人で決行するってことで役割を決めようぜ。
Wait, so Banjo's not even going?
そうだね。まず最初に外すのは僕の番組にしよう。
Oh my god, I'm in
外せるかどう
shock.
かはわからないが。
I don't understand.
使う工具は監視者に頼まない方が良さそうっすね。当てがあるので俺が調達してきます。
Was that Banjo's way of just being like, I'm not going at all, like you can do what you want? Oh.
じゃあそれは頼んだよ。瀬名君と茅ヶ崎君は地図をもとにここから一番近い境界線を確認してきてもらおうかな。
Gosh.
なるべく近いところがいいっすね。プロデューサーに見つかる前に急いで区域外に出ないと。
そうだね。周囲に異世界人がいるかどうかも確認してもらった方が良さそうだ。なるべく人気のないところがいいだろう。
I noticed this earlier, but I found Ayochi to be very intelligent, quick on their feet too. With Akase also being a quick draw, I had little to add to their plan. I simply listened and nodded.
あ、そうそう。外出中もし警告が出たりディレクターから何か指示があった場合はそれに従って退避してくれ。どのみち脱出はバングルを外してからだから下調べ段階で無理はしなくていいよ。なんとかごまかして宿舎に戻るんだ。
I doubt an excuse would really... I don't know. Whoops.
初めてのメンテナンスだし気がつかず外に出てしまったくらいの言い訳は通じるだろう。
Can you? I don't know. I keep doing that, sorry. I nodded in agreement, and at the same time, Chigasaki came back.
お待たせしました。どうなりましたか？
茅ヶ崎君は瀬名君と一緒に外を見てきてほしい。地図に印をつけたからその場所を。
わかりました。
その他詳しいことは彼女に聞いてくれ。急ぎ足で申し訳ないけどもう時間がないから。
ですね。俺工具探しに行ってきます。
僕は自分の部屋に行くよ。それぞれ役目を終えたら僕の部屋に来てくれ。
はい。瀬名さん、行きましょうか。
I nodded, and we all rushed to leave. It was only 30 minutes before maintenance. The four of us put our plan into motion. Banjo's so stubborn. God damn it. After giving a short explanation to Chigasaki, we left the lodging and checked the map. There are 2 border points close to here. There's one past the alley near the street with lots of stores, and one on the east side of the big park.
2つあるんですね。どちらから行きましょうか。公園の方が少しだけ遠いみたいですけど。
Where should we go? And we're gonna stop here. Oh my god. So, like, this entire episode was us just being like, okay, like, Banjo, like, we understand that you care about the MC, but we're just not gonna listen to you. And when you leave, and basically say, like, you leaving basically said, I'm not going to be a part of this plan. The MC did nothing and was just like, she might have gone and just fought with you and then did it anyways, but she got stopped. I'm just in shock, man. Like, how is this his route? It doesn't feel like his route. It feels like we're just like leaving him behind constantly. This is gonna be my complaint through all of his freaking route. I feel like we had more action with him in the beginning of the fucking game than right now, where we literally are just like, well, goodbye, and then like, am I crazy? Are we even on? No, I guess we're not on his route. We're on the common route still. So, okay, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm just insane. I don't understand. Either way, next episode, maybe we'll just leave Banjo behind and escape, possibly? We'll see.